Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Uptober 1st. How's everyone doing today? Sound off in the chat. What's going on, Tom Selleck? Guys, don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Hey, what's going on? Bitcoin currently chilling at 117,870. Absolutely blasting to the upside. Looking good. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where things stand, because it looks to me like some bears got decimated. YouTube theme icons changed today, at least on desktop. What are theme icons? YouTube theme icons. Okay. 118,258. Cool. Flexa said Halo. Flexa don't. I've been wanting to play Halo for like a month. 120, 321. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, man, what if I just bought like 1, 2, and 3 and played them? I mean, like on a PC specifically. I actually have my OG Xbox. 116, 539. And down below. 114, 734. So every once in a while, I have like this sweet little projector. It takes like a regular light bulb that kind of tells you what kind of projector it is, but it has the old RGB hookups. And every once in a while, I'll hook up either my N64 or my original Xbox, and I'll project it on the ceiling, and I'll play it, and it's pretty sick. It's a lot of fun. Tishu said, yeah, icon are brighter and bigger icons. Cool. I did not know that. I'm still rocking the Apple TV from like 10 years ago. So either stuff just doesn't update, or it takes like an extra year for the update to roll out. Flexa said, why are low-income residents in New York getting 12K in stablecoins from Coinbase? Because it's mostly foreigners? 12K in stablecoins? That's crazy. Can I get that? I'm not in New York. I might qualify for low-income resident, though. Okay. Let's see. Looks like we're about to hit that top liquidation, which is pretty sick. Bitcoin dominance 59.06, potentially rejecting still. It does look like we're still struggling to get above that 59.2. I would love to continue breaking down from here. I want this to be a little scam wick, just like the candle before it. So that way we can see some downside. We do have a red dot, a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher. That might be it for Bitcoin dominance. How exciting would that be? That would be amazing. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of tweaking. I don't know what to think. Anyways, Bitcoin dominance looks bearish, which is exciting. ETH currently sitting at 43.27. If ETH could get above this 43.40 area, then it could get a little more exciting here. We got a couple more like temporary points of contention that we're going to keep an eye on. But let's get above this 43.40 level. All right. Sol is, yeah, ETH looks good. Almost, actually, technically might be overbought. No, it's pretty close. It was overbought for a second, but it is not anymore. It was also overbought back here, so that shows you how relevant that is. You also got like a double bottom oversold on the RSI, which is interesting. Your momentum wave does have a green dot, which is still currently playing out. Tom Selleck said a pilot program in New York is providing $12,000 in stablecoins to low-income residents through Coinbase funding. Administered by the nonprofit Give Directly, the initiative targets 160 young adults. Giovanni said, let's go, Pumptober. Guys, I just realized I live in New York. I suddenly am a New York resident. Holy cow. This is crazy. Flexa said, it's good news, actually, maybe than people in shelters who've been waiting for housing for 5+ years can get somewhere to live. Get the F out of New York, right? How funny would that be if they targeted New York specifically and the people that get the money were like, bye. Thanks. I'll see you guys later. I'm never coming back here again. That's funny. So yeah, let's see ETH get above this 4340 level and see if I can make a break for 45. Sol is up 5.34% on the day, currently trading at 219.83. We broke above this upper trend line, which is now a new lower trend line, at 213, and we are currently trying for that lower trend line, now upper trend line, at, it looks like 220. Let's get above 220, close above 220, and then probably break 225, and then we can go from there. Alexa said, I'm going to Tennessee. Bye. I feel like Tennessee would have great housing. Tishu said, I'm in New York. Where do I input my wallet? They probably track you already. They already know if you qualify, especially through Coinbase. It's probably somebody that people that have only ever set up the Coinbase and done the learn and earn. They just sent those. Could you imagine? Like, I wonder if those people knew if they like filled something, or they just magically have 12 grand in their Coinbase account. Would that be crazy? I remember I found this lady's wallet, and I turned it into the police station. And they're like, "Do you want to leave your phone number?" I was like, "I guess so." So I gave him my number, and it was like thick wallet just filled with cards. And about a week went by, but like 2 days later, 2 days after I had turned it in, I get a text, and it's like, that so-and-so, and it was like this Russian-sounding name, sent you $50 on Venmo, or something like that. And I've never used Venmo in my life. This random Russian named lady sent me money out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever, thinking it was a scam. And then I was thinking about it for like a whole week after that, and I was like, what if it's not a scam? I did find that lady's wallet. What if that's her? Because I had left my phone number. I knew nothing of Venmo, so I set up the Venmo account with my number, and there's money in there from this lady. And it's like, thank you for finding my wallet. And I was like, oh shoot. I almost just left it there for forever. Legit thought it was a scam. All because the poor lady's name sounded kind of Russian. That's crazy. Flexa said, LMAO, learn and earn. I made all my friends and family do that and sent me the crypto because they all said it was a scam. Idiots. Were you in crypto when the faucets worked for ETH and stuff back in the day? I was not around faucet time, no. I looked into Bitcoin in 2012. Was it 2012? I don't remember. I think it was 2012. And I spent like an hour and a half reading up on it. And I assumed it was like way overvalued. And I had since then like looked up how much it was back then, like all-time high. And I think it was like $50, which is devastating. But I didn't put that much time into it, so it's not that bad. I guess it would be worse if I had spent like a year mining or something and I like lost my wallet or something, like the guy that lost his stuff in the dump. So it's not one of those situations. At least I'm here now. Let's see Sol get above this trend line, close above 220, and see if we can get to 225. Total freeze up 2.99% on the day, looking good. That upper resistance is now hopefully support. We might not even have to retest that. Previous all-time high at 1.13. We're currently sitting at 1.11. RSI is not overbought. The green dot, the confirmed green dot, is playing out so far. Let's watch this thing just go parabolic. The fractal is definitely irrelevant. I'm going to delete that one. We'll keep this one because so far it might still be in play. Flexa said, better not knowing than knowing and not acting for real. Yeah, exactly. I do. So my uncle passed away. Shoot, it was probably like 10 years ago now. Yeah, I had to, but. And he was very techie. He like built his own PC and he always talked about it and stuff. And he spent like most of his time online. I genuinely believe that he has a Bitcoin wallet. And I have all of his stuff. I have his old hard drive. I have his old PC. I haven't checked the hard drive yet. But I also have no access to like a seed phrase or anything. But maybe it's on the hard drive. Who knows? I don't know. But that's definitely something that he would do. So I've always wondered if something like that's tucked away somewhere and nobody even knows. You know, Total 3 looks really good. Not quite overbought, but keep an eye on that for sure. ADA is up 4.97% on the day, currently trading at 84.72. Next stop, hopefully 90. Midpoint 86. Let's get through 86 and then we'll start talking. SNEK is up 5.17% on the day, currently trading at 39.55. Let's get above 40 and then start talking about that. Back at ADA, we are not overbought yet. It's getting close though. Your momentum wave is definitely overbought. XRP is up 3.4%. Flexa said, bro, imagine. Rest in peace, Uncle. For real, rest in peace, Uncle Billy. Absolute legend. Uncle Billy's the one that I used to get drunk with, and I got a bunch of crazy stories from. Like, I don't know. He was the coolest dude. He really was. Delicious. Okay. XRP is up 3.44%. So we had this triangle, broke out of the triangle, got a little double top action, and then we found support on the upper trend line, turned lower trend line over here. And we rode that support twice, 2 hits, maybe 3. We'll call it 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. And then that third one, we got a nice little rebound off of. And now we're testing that lower trend line turned upper trend line over here. Very similar to everything else. Let's get above that and then see if we can get through $3 next. We got a green dot on our momentum wave still playing out. RSI looks good, not quite overbought. 3.4% and counting. HBAR is up 3.85% on the day, currently trading at 22.32. We broke above 22 and working our way towards 23.5. Giovanni said I took an AVAX long at 31.5 because I saw a double top, then it dumped, so I figured it played out. Now I'm trying to get back in the green. That Pulse player said, can you have a look at Ray? And Flexa said, Giovanni, get it. Very nice. HBAR. RSI looks good. Momentum wave green dot playing out as we speak. I want to see HBAR get above 22.75. Call it the midpoint. Let's go take a look at Ray for that Pulse plan. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Ray is up 11.38% on the day. Okay, we did look at this yesterday, that Pulse player. So this is a very typical pattern that we see everywhere all the time. The WM. You got your W, you got your M. And then it actually pulls back to what I call the neckline on the W. And then it actually looks like it did another W off of that. So you got your neckline off the W. It does look like it broke below that, but you got your W, M, pullback, and then continuation. Next, you want to break above that 55, 56. You're at 49 right now. 50 is acting as resistance, psychological. Volume could be a little bit better. RSI looks good. You got room to go up for sure. You just have to get that momentum. But it is doing the thing that it normally does. The higher low continuation, higher low continuation. That's what you want to see. Okay. SWE is up 7.82% on the day. It's doing the thing. It could, so if my stupid little pattern is to be believed, then it could linger here and then continue up on October 10th. So we'll see what plays out. I'm looking for probably October 10th if this pattern is going to be followed. Otherwise, we could just continue to the upside. It is almost overbought, so that does lead me to believe that it is probably going to linger. And then, you know, let the RSI reset a little bit. Let your momentum wave reset a little bit. And then you can get a nice push to the upside. But 353 is going to be the next resistance at the moment. And we are overbought, so be careful. Exercise caution. SWE, though, SWE kind of likes to do its own thing, so it might literally just keep going. I would not be surprised if that happened. Auto's up 5.34% on the day, currently trading at 93.12. We got above 90. We had our little range right here, which is the midpoint in between 84 and 90. That purple line is our midpoint, and then 90 was the upper resistance, essentially. This is what I would call the little bear trap, and I bet you every single chart has this on it right now. Because everyone and their mother probably opened up a short right here. It lingered. They're like, oh, it's going to break down. It's going to, look at that. 3 hits to the upside. 1, 2, 3 hits to the upside. and then they probably doubled down on the short right here. It went up a little bit. They're like, no, it's gonna go, maybe even added a little bit more, and then bam, liquidated, just like that. Idiots. Ondo currently trading at 93.12. Next stop, hopefully 95.35. We get above 95.35 and it's game on once again. We are not technically overbought just yet. RSI looks good. It was lingering. It was consolidating. It was dancing around that moving average and it popped off. Eventually, we got our green dot on the momentum wave also playing to the upside. So all signs point to up, including these wicks. Tom Selleck Scout said ETH better hit 6K this month. I'm levered to the tits. Risk on. Dude, Tom's appetite for risk is through the roof. What about your appetite for risk? Who's got a large appetite for risk? Raise your hand. Who's hungry for risk? All right. Let's see. What's next? Arrow's up 6.91% on the day. Oops, currently trading at 108. We are above $1 again. Actually, we never got below $1. We did for a hot second, but it was a little fake out. So I like that. We got $1 support. And I would say this 110 is actually our horizontal resistance. So let's get above that. And then it's game on. Giovanni said Flexa, I second that on ETH. Flexa said ETH 5K this month or a big mad. Tom Selkscoat said I go nom to risk. That Pulse Player said 100 Flexa. I hope. I was gonna say something mean about ETH, but that would also make my alts perform poorly. So I'm gonna rescind my joke and just keep my mouth shut. We got less than 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Arrow up 6.9%. Nice. Like I said, let's get above 110. RSI looks great. You got your green dot on your momentum wave playing to the upside. So number go up. Pinlink up 8.22% on the day. The fractal, I mean, it's holding its own. We got the same thing as everything else. 1, 2, 3 hits to the downside. Potential inverse head and shoulder right there, though. So what's the target? It's a very, very small target. Kind of inconsequential. But let's see. Can we get above 50? Can we get above 51? We're at 46.22 right now. Green dot on the momentum wave playing to the upside. RSI lingered around the moving average and is ready to pop to the upside as well. Let's see what happens. Renders up 6.22% on the day. Broke above 350. We're sitting at 353 right now. 350 was the horizontal resistance for this pattern right here. The little bear trap, we're going to call it, on every single alt. 3 hits to the downside. Descending, broadening wedge. Pop up. Now maybe retesting, then continuing. 374 should be the next stop. RSI looks good. Green dot on the momentum wave pointing to the upside. All signs point to further push. We also have a confirmed green dot on Market Cipher back here. So is that going to result in some longer term push to the upside? Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see. Stellar up 8.35%. Stellar got above 36.51 and immediately blasted up past 38.50. Back into our little range. We're sitting at 39.44 right now. 40 should be the next stop. We also have this overhead potential resistance. That is exactly where it stopped as well. So let's break above that. Maybe even retest and then continue. And hopefully, maybe that'll give us enough momentum to finally break above 52. But 39.43. Let's get above 40. Stellar looks awesome. Stellar performance from Stellar. We got a green dot on the momentum wave playing to the upside. Bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI. Also currently overbought, so we might get a proper rejection here. And if we do, I would like to see it hold support at this 38.5 level to continue up later. Polkadot's up 5.04% on the day, currently trading at 410. We got above $4, which was our overhead resistance here. Flexa said Crow BTC. Actually, meh, it's mid. Okay. I appreciate your honesty. So we had support at this blue trend line. We broke below that. Resistance broke above. Let's call it support. And then use that to springboard to get back above $4. Let's see if we can get a 421 next. We are not overbought yet on the RSI. We did have a green dot on our momentum wave. Point to the upside playing out as we speak. Let's see what happens. Fartcoin is up 1.6% on the day. Horizontal resistance was 61.94. We broke above that and are currently retesting. So let's see if we hold, and then we can make a break for 72.5. RSI looks good right now. Let's see if we either hold or break below that moving average. Momentum wave does have a red dot, so there's potential downside in play for Fartcoin. CAS is up 5.67% on the day, currently trading at, what is that? 79.48, right below 79.69. Nice. So let's see if we can break above 79.69. RSI looks good. Momentum wave had a green dot pointing to the upside. It is go time. We got a little fake out below 76, 1, 2, 3 times, and then explosion. So let's get that break. Otherwise, the same move that's played out 1, 2, 3 times already. Avalanche is up 2% on the day, currently trading at 30.61. We're sitting above 30, which is good. We got above 29.51 once, retest twice, continuation to the upside, rejection at our midpoint, which is right at 31. So let's get above 31 and then start talking about 32.50. RSI looks good, green dot in the momentum wave, playing to the upside. Chainlink is up 5.73% on the day, currently trading at 22.52. The Chainlink fractal is very, very sloppy. It's quite a large fractal as well. So the general idea is dip, recovery, dip, rip. We're in the middle of the dip, the second dip. So can we get a rip from here? Maybe. And then that would invalidate the fractal. Otherwise, we might chop a little bit and then rip. Maybe... See, this goes pretty far, actually. This goes into November. We'll see. We'll see what plays out. If the fractal becomes irrelevant, I'm totally okay with that. Or as of right now, I like the fact that we're sitting above 21.67. Next stop should be 24.42. RSI almost overbought, so we might need to linger at our midpoint here around 23, and then use that to springboard above 24.42 next. We do have a green dot on the momentum wave playing to the upside. Other than that, it's pretty quiet. Let me pull this over, see if this becomes relevant. Doge is up 6.06% on the day, currently trading at 24.705. Doge's horizontal resistance, I suppose, would have been 23.6 maybe ish. I'm not going to leave that on there, but 24 was a good spot to break. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits to the downside, and it finally springboarded off of our purple trend line, which was right around 23. Use that to get above 24 at 130. 25 is next in play. Last time we touched 25, we had a little wick to the downside, and then that's what led to the breakdown. So let's get above 25 and then start talking 28 after that. Are these lines going to become relevant? See, there's not a lot of confluence here, but I suppose I'll extend this over just for funsies. Vikey Odin said, can you take a peek at Apt? Long since 398. JJ's voice fully recovered, it seems. Was wondering why I got a boner. I don't think it recovered, dude. My fiance said that I sound the same, and I feel like my voice is so deep now, which I'm okay with, but it definitely doesn't feel normal. I'm not responsible for any erections lasting over 4 hours. My lawyer told me I had to say that. Cody said, sup, homies. What's going on, Cody? Long time no see. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Happy Uptober. All right. Yeah, I want to see Doge get above 25. And then let's see if this purple trend line comes into play, even though there's only 2 points of confluence up there. Maybe. We are almost overbought. And momentum wave, green dot, playing to the upside. NEAR is up 7.23. Actually received a notification from Coinbase for NEAR today. At one point, it was up like 10% or something. Philly said, yo, 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 yo. What's going on, Philly? Dudes. Yes. So NEAR is kind of really playing into this broadening wedge kind of thing. So let's get a break above at least the purple trend line. Midpoint at 28.5 or 285. I want to get above that and then try to make a break for $3. RSI looks good. It does look like it's starting to curl over though. If it does, maybe we find support at that moving average. We do have a unconfirmed green dot on the market side for a green dot on the momentum wave, which is playing to the upside as we speak. Is that going to become irrelevant soon? Maybe if we do reject Let's at least find support at 269. We'll see what plays out. Pengu up a whopping 12.04% on the day, currently trading at 31.26. We broke above 29.98 and 31.05. So let's hold and close above 31.05 and then hopefully make a run for 33. RSI was overbought for a hot second. It is good now. So maybe that cools off and then breaks the upside further. We do have a green dot on the momentum wave playing to the upside as we speak. Volume looks really good. I like that spike in volume. It's literally like as soon as Uptober hit, everyone went on a buying frenzy. I'm okay with it. Silver's up 47.18. Actually, it's down 0.22% on the day, 0.2%. But silver's been on a absolute tear. Look at that parabola. That is a thing of beauty. I'm not a big precious metals guy, but I do like silver. And look at that, man. Just the consolidation. Like, you could tell all of this is like loosey-goosey, like big fat spikes and whatever. And then this gets really tight. Really tight. Chopping to the upside. Chop, 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 chop. It's so satisfying to look at. To go from this mess to this beautiful, sculpted, chiseled jaw. The bulge in the pants. Silver. I appreciate some silver. I do. That's all I'll say. DA damned. The RSI really is hugging that upper half, though. Like, if you look at the rest, look at the RSI the rest of the way. All right here, it's like top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Pretty consistently, like, trading. And then over here, it starts really hugging the upper half of the chart. Majority of that action is in the upper half of the chart. Plexus said F silver. Silver is so shit that when I ever took any to jewelry shop, they won't buy it. Really? That's actually crazy. I've bought and sold a ton of silver coins. Maybe that's... See, you're probably talking jewelry. I'm talking like bullion. Like the coins in the bars and stuff. Plexus said, and I'm from England, where the best silver is supposedly from. Load of bollocks, man. Stick to gold. Cheers. Cheers, mate. I should try and do an entire stream with an accent. How fast would I be canceled if I did that? I think it depends on the accent. Okay. So silver looks awesome. 47.16. DXY still lingering at the same level. 97.7. Not a whole lot going on here. Everyone's talking about a DXY renaissance. So I don't see it happening, but if it does, cool. I would love to have more purchasing power. MicroStrategy is up 5.03% on the day. Finally, properly recovering. 341 as we speak. Let's get a continuation of the upside. Yeah, the WM fractal concept pattern still in play. It's a little overextended for my liking, but I will take full credit as long as it actually plays out in my favor. If it doesn't, then I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But I'm looking for a $500 MicroStrategy or strategy. NASDAQ is up 0.02% on the day, currently trading at 24,801. Looking good. I believe that's a new local high. What a beauty. And then S&P 500, I believe, also broke another record today. 67.1119. Very nice. That dip recovered so fast, dude. Plexus said, you will 100% mimic shit, and it'll be funny for all of your American onlookers. Seems to be a thing Americans do. LMFAO. Take the piss out of non-American accents. We definitely, I will say, I do thoroughly enjoy the idea that the American accent is just like a hillbilly. If you ask anyone from another country to do an American accent, they'll go straight to John Wayne. They go straight to like hillbilly. Like I may or may not have had relations with my cousin when I was a kid. But kids will be kids. What are you gonna do? You know, mom and dad weren't paying attention. Auntie and uncle were encouraging us. So, you know, we 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 dated a little bit. That's like the go-to American accent is just some inbred hillbilly. That's so messed up. Tom Selleck's Goat said, why would I invest in silver for it to go up $10 over forever when I could just buy a tech stock and get $10 in like a day? Exactly. And yes, even in percentages, it's more. I think silver has outperformed Bitcoin this year. I think. Don't quote me on that. We looked at a chart the other day. Or maybe I just looked up a chart the other day. Tom Selleck's Goat also said, and yes, even in percentages, it's more. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe I'm wrong. Could be year to date. Like 2025, but who knows? Flex is cracking up. He said, fill up the frickin' gas, Cletus. Dave's cracking up. Jay Shear 2.0 said, what did I just join? Confessions of a American accent. Okay. Yeah, S&P 500 looks beautiful. Bitcoin dominance 59.0605. Let's just break down from here. I want this thing to go below 57, and then we can start the party. Tom Selleck's Goat said Bitcoin started the year at like 110. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I believe year to date silver has outperformed Bitcoin. I'm not doing the last 2 years. I'm cherry picking Tom Selleck's Goat. Mikey Odin said FYI cycle top is when JJ has 100k live viewers. Dude, if I had 100k live viewers, I think I'd have a house. I'm waiting for it, man. I'm waiting for it. I will say, at this rate, at this moment in time, look at this red dot. It's so appealing. The red dot on Market Cipher for Bitcoin dominance. I will say, at this moment in time, I'm about 50-50 in like thinking one or the other is going to get me a house between crypto and YouTube. Right now, the odds look like it's split down the middle, which is messed up because I have put so much more time into crypto. But YouTube has been performing very well. There's kind of no downside. What's my downside? I lose an hour every day. I like enjoy hanging out with you guys, so there really is no lost time. And I'm not paying any more or less for electricity. I don't know. The risk reward for YouTube is pretty sick. It's thoroughly enjoyable. Anyways, we got 5 minutes remaining until the daily close contest. Bitcoin 118,336 and 91 cents. Look at this thing just blasting to the upside. We got a liquidation point has been hit, so let's refresh this bad boy. Go to the 12-hour. Next stop 118,535. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Giovanni said, get this man more views. Yeah, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Cheers. All right. Flexa said it's recorded stuff that brings subs. I don't know if it is. I upload it every once in a while. I'm going to start uploading more. I got a bunch of stuff in the pipe that I just have to upload. You know, it takes a minute. Jordan's gone from 70 to nearly 100K. Well, he had 70K. That's the thing. I see what you're saying. But I would like to point out, what's his name? Crypto Lifer has like a mansion in Miami now. And Jordan had more subs than Lifer up until like 4 months ago. And then out of nowhere, Lifer's stuff blew up. And you know, Lifer's got the trading course and stuff, so it is hit or miss. But still, I don't know. Definitely interesting observation. Do ASMR get them gay subs? You think I could pull off ASMR? That's very flattering, thank you. I don't know if I could do it though. Okay, Bitcoin up 3.76% on the day. Gosh, this looks so good. Total 3. Looking good as well. Up 1.11 trillion. We're up 3.16. Flexa said Lifer milked the other influencers. Did he? Get in the circles. That's what I gotta do. I've been interviewing people. I like the interviews. The interviews are fun. I got to start interviewing people in other ecosystems too. Show your butthole on camera. See, I don't think Flexa knows what gay subs are. Tom Selleck Scout knows what's up. Let's see. Total 3. Yeah, I want to get above 1.13 trillion again. What's nice is we grind it up here, and then we rejected it, and then we grabbed a little bit of liquidity. I guess we're probably, unfortunately, I would not be surprised to see this fractal actually play out this way, because I think we do need to chop sideways in order for this RSI to calm down before we can actually break that current all-time high. I could be wrong, though. We do have the green dot on Market Cipher. So, John Trugo said, hope there isn't smell-o-vision. Right. You saying I have a stinky butthole? It's kind of messed up. I think that's racist. Do Italians just have stinky buttholes? All right, guys, we got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys get your guesses ready. I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget to smash the like button. Bitcoin 118, 365 and 85 cents. Let's transition to our game page. Very cool. $24 seconds remaining on the clock, so you guys can start to get your guesses in. Slap your meat down a hot dog bun, said Flexa. Corned beef stink Italian baguette swinger, bro. John said, I would be shocked if it didn't stink. I've never actually tried to smell a butthole before, so. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. I would like to think that you would smell it, because the way that you naturally sit, technically speaking, your butthole should be directly beneath your nose. If you're a dude, it is kind of covered, by your junk. That kind of maybe acts as like a redirect so that the scent goes out. But I think that the smell would still emanate. If it did stink, you would be smelling it all day. Does that make sense? Wouldn't it just smell like what comes out of it? I don't know. I think it would smell. So your armpits don't smell until bacteria accumulates, and then you get stinky pits. All deodorant does is either prevents the bacteria or covers it up with a better smell. Also, you don't really need deodorant if you don't stink. I'm just saying. If you shower every single day, deodorant's kind of a preventative thing. I don't know. Flex is we're scraping the barrel tonight. For real. We got John Turgo with 118,569. Tom Selleck's Goat with 118,370. John Nose Blind, bro. Flex said, for fuck's sake, we're scraping the barrel tonight. Tom Selleck's Goat said this conversation has gone downhill. JJ, stop. Joe Bonnie's JJ, stop. 118,380 and 98 cents. Dude, yesterday, it wasn't even funny. I was sitting on the couch and I was just randomly scrolling X. And then I see this stupid, it's not even a funny meme. I see this and I read it and it's just, why is the street so chaotic? And I read all the things and then I just started bawling my eyes out laughing. It was the funniest thing in the world to me. And to the point where my daughter was like, bro, are you okay? Oh my God. Because I was freaking out. It was so funny. I don't know what it was. Something about that stupid picture just sent me over the edge, man. All right. We got some more. I think Flexa came in. Yep. With 118,740 cents. Pronounced to Joe. Okay. Last name French. Alexa said JJ is part frog. I saw that in Discord. Tyler said JJ Daily Close. Yes, I'm doing the Daily Close, Tyler. Where's your guess? I've seen no guess from you, my friend. JJ and those weed gummies. We actually ran out. a week ago. J Shear 2.0 coming in. 118,388. Tyler coming in. 118,400.01. What was I gonna say? I feel like there was words I was planning on. Oh yeah, John. I am also French. My last name is Jacques, or Jacques, for my fellow Frenchmen. I also thoroughly enjoyed Jimmy John's, and I think Jersey Mike's is for cucks. What are you gonna do? Frenchmen and Italians, of which I am both. No good bread. And the bread makes up like half the sandwich. My favorite argument that people have when comparing like Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's and all the other Subway places or sub places, they're always like, you gotta get the meatball, blah blah blah, and they name like this really big extravagant sub that's like not a sandwich. It's like I don't even know what you would call it. It's like a training wheels kind of situation for a meal from a sub place. If you go to a sub place and you're comparing the sub places, you can only ever compare like Italian. You have to get Italian from every single place because that is going to be the consistent. That's like your control in the test. Yeah, I saw Tom Selleck's go. I'm sorry that they're in California and nobody knows how to do anything in California. So their Jimmy John's tasted like balls. It's not my fault. Taco bread? What is taco bread? We're not having this conversation. I'm going to do a whole thing myself. Ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up. Thank you for participating. Yeah, I'm going to do my own comparison, and I'm going to call out Good Mythical Morning. I love those guys. I really do. I've watched way too much of it. But they're Californian, so their taste buds have like a bias that is not supported by the rest of Western civilization. We got Flexa with 118,700. We got John. I already forgot how you say it. John Tujo. Okay, that's a little bothersome. 118,569. 118,400.01 from Tyler. We've got J Shear 2.0. 118,388. Look at that Bitcoin. Ooh, that Bitcoin go. Delicious. 118,380.98. Giovanni Fontes. And last but not least, Tom Selleck's goat with 118,370. Geez, you guys really clumped up underneath Tyler, didn't you? John Tujo, very close. Bitcoin 118,588 or 558 and 61 cents. John's guess 118,569. Tyler's guess 118,401 penny. Getting a little dumpy here. Tyler said, JJ, want to see where I'm doing the daily close contest from? If it's the toilet, I'm going to be upset. Oh. Cool. Is that an I-beam? You're standing on an I-beam. I do like the Naughty Pine. What's up with the dolls, bro? Clean up, man. Can't give you shit. Flex said, pump F off, CZ, you turd burglar. Dude, somebody like marked at CZ has called the bottom every single time. It's been pretty epic. Tom Soxgoat said, they don't cut the top of the bread. They cut into it like a taco. The bread should be separate, top and bottom. What? What does that have to do with anything? That's why you're calling it a taco. If anything, it would be a hot dog bun more than a taco. We can have a long conversation, Tom Selleck's goat. Tyler said, no, just a shitty board I'm standing on to reach. You got to get some scaffolding, man. Scaffolding, like, changed my life. My boss also fell off of it and, like, got a really big lump on his head, and it kind of made me chuckle. After I made sure he was okay, he still has to sign my checks, so I'm not allowed to get too excited when he gets injured. It was pretty funny though. I don't know why he was climbing that. It was literally raining, and he climbed the side. He did not climb the climbing part. He climbed the side, and he slipped, and he went literally like backwards, and he just whacked his head on the thing, on one of the support, like X support things. Man, that was like the one day that I had ice too. Everyone always jokes that I have everything in my work van. All right, John to Joe, just a couple dollars away from taking the lead. John, are you familiar with... Bro, lost the ball. Are you familiar with the rules, John? We got 118,588 and 1 penny. John now takes the lead from Tyler. Is Tyler in trouble here? He has not had a win in quite some time. Bitcoin continuing to pump, 118,638 and 27 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, we have approximately 60 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Tyler said, I have 5 kids, cleaning is for noobs. That's fair. That is totally fair. Tyler said, trust mini dump. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason Mr. Tyler is holding the Iron Throne as we speak. 118,536 and 15 cents. But can it be sustained on October 1st? The first daily close for October. Is it going to close with a red candle, or is it going to close with a green one? If it closes red, is it going to close more red? Or is it going to get green enough for John to take the win? Another one for, I'm assuming, Canada. 19 seconds remaining on the clock. 118,519 and 67 cents. John taking the lead once again. Is he going to be our first $300 prize winner? It's very close. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. John Tujo taking the win for the day. Bitcoin daily close price, 118,594.99. I repeat, Bitcoin daily close price, 118,594.99. 118,594.99. Congratulations, John, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. John, are you Canadian? Do you currently reside in Canada? John Tujo, 118,569. Congratulations, my friend, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. Very cool. Congratulations. Let me go press your button. Yay! Wow. Very cool. Congratulations, John. Bitcoin getting awfully pumpy here. Leading into Uptober. Very exciting stuff. Let's get these bad boys out of here. October has begun, ladies and gentlemen. Very eventful daily close. The fractal is intact, and John is our winner. John is not Canadian. Interesting. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's transition to our regularly scheduled programming. And Mr. John, ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for John. Last name, Tujo. Not 1, but 2. All right, very cool. Let me add John to the winner's Google Doc. That is our second first-time winner. John won bragging rights. Yeah, pretty close, pretty close. Nice one. Oh boy, I did something. What have I done? Okay, I fixed it. Congratulations, John. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 118,569 even and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 118,594.99 on October 1st, 2025, Mr. John Tujo's prize is a Bosco breadstick. Congratulations, John, on your victory. I would recommend splitting this by hand and doing a proper cheese pull, and then from there, if you would like, you can divvy it up amongst yourself, your friends, your peers, your fellow competitors. your coworkers, your employer, your employees, your mom, your dad, your grandma, your sister. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Alexis said, "A what? It is a Bosco breadstick. It is a breadstick with mozzarella cheese on the inside. It is. They used to serve these at school, and they were freaking delicious. When it was Bosco Day, you know it was going to be a good day. Congratulations, John." What do I have? Coinbase just texted me and said, "Your recent buy is up 5%. Why don't get in my business, Coinbase? I don't want you knowing how much my shit's up." Once it leaves my wallet, just assume it doesn't belong to me anymore. All right, let's see. Tom Salkscoat said, "Come on, ETH, you son of a bitch. Give me 4,500. Tom Salkscoat spammed goats. He also said, "It looks like it's from Olive Garden." No. Dude, if Olive Garden had these unlimited, that would be ridiculous. Lexus said, 119, bro. Let's effing go. Damn it, I spoke. John said, "Make a taco sandwich," or whatever that guy was saying. Thanks. There you go, John. Whatever that guy was saying, I don't know. He talks crazy. Unfortunately, we can't trust a word that he says when it comes to food. Bitcoin is incredibly overbought on the 4-hour time frame, so I would say exercise caution, but as of right now, number go up. Nobody gives an F. Flex said, "JJ reading Tom Selleck's ETH chat in Clint Eastwood voice." Is that what I did? That's just my voice now, guys. After the virus, I just turned into Clint Eastwood. I try to dumb it down for you guys so that it's not so intense. Nobody wants to watch Clint Eastwood do TA. Dude, maybe that's what I should do. I should do whole themed, like, live streams where I just, instead of doing just a random accent, I'd have to, like, impersonate an actor or something. Imagine the Christopher Walken one. That'd be so good. Oh, man. Cheers, guys. Happy Wednesday. Good times. Congratulations, John Tujo, once again on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some news articles to get to. Bitcoin getting pumpy here. Very fun, very delicious. What a grand time. What? Flex is like, it would be funny. Do voice changers in cosplay. He's like, you should like start an OnlyFans as like a joke and like post actual like risque photos on there. And then like, wouldn't that be funny if like we all paid for like your content and it was like really over the top and like dirty? He's like not even joking. He's just trying to suggest a bunch of weird shit. Wouldn't that be so weird and funny? John said, "Do I win money or just a virtual breadstick with cheese in it?" As of right now, you just win a virtual breadstick with cheese in it. So here's how the rules work. If you nail the first 6 digits, so if you would have guessed 118,594, you would have won $20. And that's with no change or anything like that. If you would have just guessed 118,594.00, you would have won $20. It is closest without going over. So if you would have guessed 118,595, then your guess would have been void. If you would have guessed 118,594.99, that's all 6 digits, or all 8 digits, you would have won $300, which is a grand prize. We have not had a single grand prize winner yet. We've gotten close. The closest we've gotten was Hoffs on 2 separate occasions guessed 1 penny over. And because his Price is Right rules, his guess was void both times. But after the second time, they were 2 completely separate occasions. After the second time, we did send him a custom mug because that in itself is impressive. And then the most recent one, I believe Mr. Tyler was over by just 69 cents, which was pretty traumatic for him. As you can tell by his chats, he's still recovering. Tom Salkscoat said, "You just won a virtual breadstick, which means you can't even confirm there's cheese inside. You have to take his word for it. Or you could just go to, like, I'm assuming you said Louisiana? I don't remember how far south Kroger goes. Go to your local grocery store and look for Bosco breadsticks in the frozen foods aisle. It's delicious. Flexus said Hoffs doesn't come out to play anymore. Yeah, he don't like me. JJ's an ADA maxi. You get fuck all, bro. that's a good one. Shit. I can't even argue with it. Like, where's the lie? All right, news articles. U.S. government officially shuts down. Yay! Everybody celebrate for some reason. Metaplanet buys another 5,268 Bitcoin worth $600 million. They now hold 30,823 Bitcoin worth $3.5 billion. Very cool. Donald Trump Jr. says crypto will preserve U.S. dollar dominance. I love that. I feel like Donald Trump Jr. just says the same thing that Trump said like a month ago. Like he literally, it looks like he goes on his dad's Twitter and scrolls to like 1 month ago, and then he says the same thing. I don't know why. I'm almost positive Trump said this exact same thing last month. Like word for word. But you know, it is what it is. Maybe he wants to be just like his dad. It's adorable. Whatever. John said, thanks for explaining. I'll be back to nail it tomorrow. Exactly. We do it every single day. It's a ton of fun. All you got to do is smash the like button and be subscribed, and you can participate every single day. Get your friends and family to subscribe as well. Maximize your exposure. We do max out at 12 entries a day, not total. Like you can participate as many times as you want. But there's that 5-minute window for you to guess. And once we reach 12 people, it's a cutoff. That is probably the only rule that's not that strict. If we get like 14 to 20 people and I just start typing away, then we get 14 to 20. Who knows? Anyways, next. $9.3 trillion asset manager Vanguard is considering offering crypto products to its clients per Bloomberg. Very cool. $330 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum shorts liquidated in the past 24 hours. Haha. I'm not a big fan of people losing money, but people shorting are betting on other people losing money, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. You get what you get. Michael Saylor says, happy Uptober. Thank you, Michael Saylor. President Trump says Fed Chair Jerome Powell is an obstructionist. I actually don't disagree with that. I mean, the evidence is there. I'm just saying. Elon Musk becomes first person in history to surpass $500 billion net worth. What happened to the guy? Somebody just passed him, like, last month. I don't think it lasted more than a day. But somebody did pass him in net worth for a very short period of time. That must have felt pretty epic. Marty Party posted, even though the government shut down, crypto stays alive. Lots of people already living in the crypto standard. 24/7 public runs itself, fully transparent by design. Yes. Then we got, I'm not shut down like the Fed. The printer will now print digital dollars. 1929 was the great crash that started the Great Depression, used to rebase fiat dollars into gold. 2029 will be the crash that is used to transition the dollar into crypto. 100-year monetary cycle. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if it does, cool. SWE total value locked hits an all-time high, which it looks like was 2.336 billion. Very cool. Breaking, the U.S. government has officially shut down for the first time since December 2018. This marks the 22nd government shutdown in history. It's quite comical. I'm not going to lie. The data-driven reality. History says the dip on U.S. government shutdown news will be bought in over 85% of cases. I believe that has happened already. Breaking, gold futures cross above 3,900 per ounce for the first time in history as the U.S. government shutdown begins. Very cool. Bitcoin 119, 262, and 24 cents. Looking good. Is dominance dumping? Not yet. We are waiting for dominance to dump. But also doing okay. Let's see. Mike Joey said, Flexa, so you can say that, but not comment on Canada being India. Flexa said, I can't. It looks like effing Bombay. Mike Joey said, you clearly did. Tom Selleck said, CEO of Oracle for like 2 days. That's right. That's who. Okay. Flexa said, I won't go back because I get treated lesser because I'm white. Chow out. Ford is a pedo? What? The entire car company? Mike Joey said, if you like Indian food, just go to Toronto. Tom Selleck said, oh no, CEO, or oh not CEO anymore, now executive chairman. What is that? What is the difference? Flexa said make your own LMAO. All right, cool. Bitcoin getting a little pullback here. Are alts gonna pull back? I feel like I'm a little bit worried about the overextension of the RSI on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. That's the only thing that has me really sketched out. Flexa said the car company, LOL. Are you responding and saying yes, the car company, or are you laughing at me saying the car company? Because I actually don't know who you're talking about. Okay. Arrow's already up 1.65%. Look at that, it broke above 110. Let's go. It's about damn time. Altcoins up 1%. Very cool. All right. Next, we got key economic data suspended during government shutdowns. 1, jobless claims, Labor Department. 2, non-farm payrolls. You know what cracks me up? Why would we need this stuff happening every single day? Like, we're talking about cutting the deficit down and stuff like that. How much money are we spending per day to document jobless claims every single day? And then not only that, but like a whole year later, they revise it and they go, oh yeah, that data that we released, that we worked on every single day and we released 12 months ago was incorrect. And we just figured it out. So not only are we paying for them to document this information, incorrect information, but we're also paying them to like back check it and then correct it 12 months later. I don't understand, why can't we just wait like a year and then hire a team and then they publish the data again, or maybe once a month, whatever. I don't know. It's genuinely seems like we're wasting so much freaking money on garbage. Like, how much useless economic data gets published just because we can spend the money on it? They're like, well, what is the population of squirrels? And how much does the average American spend feeding the squirrels? Are they buying squirrel food, or are they, using their leftovers to feed the squirrels? And there's like a whole government agency dedicated to like documenting squirrel data. I swear to God, that's what I feel like our tax money is paying for. It's ridiculous. Number 3, consumer price index and producer price index. Number 4, retail sales, factory orders, housing starts, trade data. Number 5, employment trends index. Number 6, GDP data. Number 7, new home sales and construction permits. Number 8, export and import trade data. The next Fed meeting is 4 weeks away, and we are entering a data freeze. Historically, the Fed shifts more dovish on average during a U.S. government shutdown. Well, they should probably just cut rates more and start quantitative easing. I'm just saying. Breaking: U.S. private companies unexpectedly lost 32,000 jobs in September, well below expectations of 52,000 gain. This marks the largest drop since 2023. Meanwhile, August's private payroll number was revised down from 54,000 to 3,000. Whoa! What? Wow. From plus 54,000 to minus 3,000. As of now, this will be the last jobs report we receive this week, as Friday's jobs report will not be published as long as the government shutdown continues. Oh no. So we're going to have to rely on 2-day-old data. Giovanni Fontes said, whoa. We have hit our allocated debt ceiling every year. That's why. It's pretty comical. Tom Selkscoat said, after those jobs numbers, money printer gonna go burr. Yeah, why don't they just print, man? We shouldn't do this song and dance every single time. Just print the damn money at this point. Nobody cares. You don't even have to hide it anymore. Just print the money. We understand. It's useless. Just print it. It's okay. Gosh. Flex said, Ford is a turd in a suit, red tape laundered cash. Laughing at you. How rude. Okay, breaking: bank reserves at the Fed dropped 21 billion last week to 2.99 trillion, the lowest since January. This is one of the lowest readings since Q1 2023. That's actually really funny because 2023 was the last time that we had this really bad info. This also marks the 7th consecutive weekly decline as liquidity has declined. U.S. banking system reserves are a key factor in the Fed's decision to continue shrinking its balance sheet, quantitative tightening. According to the Fed, the ample reserve level for smooth market functioning is 2.8 to 3.4 trillion. Is the Fed about to end quantitative tightening? I believe ending quantitative tightening means starting quantitative easing. Don't quote me on that. We shall see, obviously. Jay Shear said, it's crazy to think I remember the debt was $2 trillion. It's crazy to think that it doesn't matter because it's all made up. Flex said the rest of the West outside of America is in managed decline. I guess that's incredibly vague. Like the debt is in managed decline or the money? I'm not sure. Breaking, the S&P 500 officially crosses above 6,700 for the first time in history, less than 24 hours after the government shutdown begins. If history repeats itself, the S&P 500 will close at 7,600 in 12 months from today. The average 12-month return after a shutdown ends is 13%. Wow. CryptoFace posted Bitcoin targets 118,000 and 123,000. We are sitting at 118,995 as we speak. So far, so good. Cool stuff. Then we got Michael Saylor. New Treasury and IRS rules mean strategy won't be taxed on unrealized Bitcoin gains under the CAMT. They shouldn't anyways. That is the silliest thing I've ever heard of. Thankfully, whatever that is went through, it seems. Plexus said the rest of the week outside of America. Okay, yes, read that. Jay Shear 2.0 said, I feel like America is running out of bandage supplies to manage their decline. LOL. Just have fun said, yo, what's going on? Just have fun. Plexus said, no, as in like business that's failing, you don't kill it off, you manage the fail. You manage the fall. Oh. Jay Shear 2.0 said, LOL, yep. And Plexus said, just have fun, yo. Next, we got, after today's ADP announcement, markets are pricing a 99% chance of a 25 basis point rate cut. Very cool. Just have fun said, yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Just have fun. Alert, a single short position worth $26.19 million was liquidated in one order on Binance. Damn. Could you imagine? I would be so pissed. Latest, stablecoin transfer volume hit a record $15.6 trillion in Q3 2025, with 71% driven by trading bots, yet analysts say retail use is on track for its biggest year ever. I said it before, I'm going to say it again. Every single time stablecoins get brought up, I genuinely, truly believe that they're going to become their own beast. They're going to be completely unaffiliated with crypto because you're not going to be able to measure anything with crypto with stablecoins because of how big stablecoins are going to get. Flexa said, I'm going to play Pokemon Emulator. Peace, boys. Take it easy, Flexa. Happy Wednesday. Appreciate you for stopping by. Don't forget to smash the like button. Alert, $21 million was drained from SBI crypto-linked wallets and funneled through Tornado Cash per ZachXBT. SBI Crypto is a part of Japan-listed SBI Group. Be careful out there, guys. Be very, very careful. Stock Money Lizards posted, it looks like Bitcoin might indeed have found support at the first level. Limits for lower remain in place, but chances are good this is already October pump. There is still some upside liquidity left. We'll update later. Let's pump. Hell yeah. This one's pretty good. I like this one. Legendary economist F.A. Hayek predicting the future of money in 1984. And he's quoted saying, I don't believe we shall have good money until we take it from the government. All we can do is by a sly, roundabout way introduce something they can't stop. This is why we Bitcoin. Pretty good. David Betts said, does this mean Circle stock will explode? See, that's where it gets wishy-washy. It depends on how much market share they have. They have a good majority right now, but I don't think it's that hard to make a stablecoin. And because it's all on chain, I feel like it's pretty easy to make a stablecoin that's transparent enough where people trust it. They still have the first mover advantage as far as publicly traded goes. So probably. But we also have like individual states making their own stablecoins and stuff like that. There's going to be an eventual like proxy. There's going to be something. The government, I think, is going to allow some semblance of a monopoly when it comes to stablecoins, I think, because otherwise it's just going to be a mess. Everyone, like, what's going to stop me from having my own stablecoin and you from having your own stablecoin? And then me going, well, I don't transact in David Betts USD. I only transact in JJ USD. You know, then everything's just a mess and it's stupid and pointless. You know what I mean? Tom Salkscott said, think they're going to have a bunch of stable coins, like big companies might even make them, Visa, etc. Exactly. It's I feel like it's going to become a mess, but eventually there's going to be some kind of like a web proxy situation where there's one intermediary and you won't even know. Somebody I think it was Marty Party. Somebody pointed out, I think it was Marty Party. He said that there's going to be something where you won't even know. It'll just be like USDC or USD. That's just what it'll be. You'll be trading USD and you won't realize it, but it's going to be partial USDT, USDC, and let's say like PUSD, the freaking PayPal one. You won't know this, and let's say you got like 10K. We go 3, 3, and 3, or 3, 3, and 4. And you would have no idea. You just know that you have 10K worth of USD in your wallet that is stablecoin. It's going to be some kind of like a aggregator that distributes the various stablecoins to people that swap in and out. That way you don't have to dick around with, you know, what's what and all that junk. I think that's probably what we're heading towards. This was pretty fun as well. I just wanted to enjoy this visual. Got Uptober, Moonvember, and Bullcember. And then this guy said, I have a good feeling about Bitcoin this quarter. Me too, Bren Biddy. Me too. Good stuff. Elio Trades posted, Bitcoin is about to close the gap. Altcoins should burn a hole in the sun. Moon times ahead. I believe. I just wanted to look at his global M2 money supply. This is an 80-day offset. Hopefully, number go up. We're looking at a potential $180,000 Bitcoin if we recouple. Mustache posted, altcoins, look at this beauty. ETH, exactly the bounce we expected. Many people still don't realize how exciting and great the next few weeks, months will be for altcoins. It's going to be breathtaking. Very cool. JShear 2.0 said a Walmart stablecoin, LOL. That's literally, Walmart stablecoin is probably going to be really popular. And then last but not least, we got our update for our information that is no longer coming out because the government is officially shut down. So this is the information that we will not be receiving tomorrow. Initial jobless claims data for Thursday, and then Friday, September jobs report. Neither of those are coming out unless the government shutdown comes to an end. Bitcoin 118,971 and 80 cents. And we got our portfolio update. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is down $33, $23. And let's see. We got 4 assets in the green now. Sol is up 32. ADA is up 10. Proppy's up 8. And Doge is up 2. Render is down 4. Near is down 6. Ondo's down 6. Shib is down 20. And Aptos is down 21. And Fetch is down 22. Giovanni said green dildo ember. And JShear 2.0 said, I do have a tiny lingering stablecoin black swan fear. I don't think that they would ever let that happen because of how much US debt the stablecoin companies own. And that's what's nice is you can just turn that into money now suddenly, which is a magical thing. And luckily we have a president that sees the importance of that at the moment. Memecoin portfolio down, what is that, $77 at the moment? Down $77. Currently, we got 3 assets in the green and 2 in the red. WIP is up 30, Doge is up 12, and Pepe's up 5. SNEK is down, what is that, 22, and GigaChat is down 103. And then we got our narrative portfolio, my favorite, and probably the most stable, besides the perfect entry portfolio. Narrative portfolio never went negative this entire time. It stayed in the green. It is currently up $48.65. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin or an artificial intelligence coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, 1 real world asset coin, and 1 gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Currently, VeChain is the only coin in the red. It is down 15 bucks. Fetch is up 1. Tau is up 10. Mana is up 12. And Pepe is up 39. And then last but not least, we got the perfect entry portfolio. Absolutely killing it. This portfolio is made up entirely of coins voted on by you, the community. And we only added coins when the market was red and people were panicking and freaking out. It is $110 in profit right now. Initial investment is $1,000. It did not go negative that entire time. The lowest it got, it looks like, was 1,038. Currently, we only have 3 assets in the red right now. Render is down 13. AVAX is down 11. And the graph is down 7. Pith is up 1. Ondo is up 5. ETH is up 12. SWI is up 14. Sol is up 22. Crow is up 32. And Link is up 49. Link is propping up this entire portfolio. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm surprised that Sol recovered so nicely. Good to see. There's this lady's been parking next to me every single day and it's driving me crazy. She backs into her spot like an alcoholic. Okay. There we go. Bitcoin 118,960 and 1 penny. Looking good. Market's pretty chill. Congratulations, John Tujo, on your victory. Enjoy your Bosco breadstick. Arrow still up over 1%, 1.46. Stellar's up 1.46 now as well. Breaking above the resistance line. Looking good. Let's see how long it takes to get to 46 next. Tom Selkscott said we bought the Pico top of that AVAX pump. We'll be fine in a few days, though. We did buy the Pico top of the AVAX pump. I mean, we added it at a good time. That problem is AVAX was the only coin that was super green while the rest of the market was super red. So we kind of wasted the very last perfect entry purchase. Definitely bought the Pico top of that, though. Everything's pretty quiet. Market looks so good right now. I'm excited. Hopefully this continues. Obviously, we'll see. It does look like Bitcoin woke up and was angry that it was less than $120,000 though, which is pretty sick. So, I guess we should call it, shouldn't we? Got a quiet market. Everything's pretty chill. Hopefully, I got to get back on for an emergency stream. But I think I'm gonna call it. Look at this. I see inverse head and shoulders here. I think I pointed this out the other day, but and man, oh man, does it look good. Yeah, that should put us right around 1.14. Let's get it. Let's get a new all-time high, man. It's about damn time. Let's go look at total 2 really quick as well. 1.64. Looking for 1.68 for old local high. Current all-time high is 1.73. Interesting. Yeah, this has the inverse head and shoulders as well. Beautiful. Oops. That should put us right around 1.69. Nice. Very nice. Let's make some money, guys. It's time. It is officially time. But anyways, folks, this is where I love and leave you. Hopefully I got to get back on for an emergency stream, emergency pump stream. Don't forget, Bitcoin is overbought on the 4-hour time frame, so it would be totally normal for us to pull back from here. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Wednesday, and good night.